Let me put you guys onto one of the nastiest secondaries you can rock in Warzone Pacific right now. Now, if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the top break secondary pistols from Vanguard. You can run these as dual wield akimbos, and they are so nasty. They're definitely broken, and I do look for these to get nerfed in the future. But before they get nerfed, I want to put you guys on this build and let you slay out on those rebirth lobbies especially. Now, a great thing about these being pistols is that you can run your ghost or your restock, whatever your second perk is outside of overkill, and slay these lobbies. So one thing I've been doing is my go-to MP40 long range build plus these top break akimbos. I like to rock restock because I do like to be toxic with the throwing knives and the stuns specifically. The stuns help me close distance and just get up close in people's face and annihilate people with the top breaks. And I know you guys are going to enjoy this build. Real quick, those of you that are still watching, make sure y'all drop a sub and turn on your noties for the YouTube channel. I'd love for you to be a part of this channel's journey, and I really appreciate it, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay with just a few clips, and then I'm going to show you guys the build at the end. Let's jump into it. Lovely.
25 still remain in the layout. Enemy UAV active. Contract failed. Time expired.
Bro, those stims are no joke. Wow.
Clock ticking. Make your way to the target.
We are going to be using this M1929 silencer. Now, that's a mouthful, but this is one of the best muzzles you can rock on these top break. As you can see here, the sound suppression is added, which is pretty good, and the accuracy is also added. Mainly, the accuracy is the best thing that we're going for here. The sound suppression is just an added bonus. Moving on to the best barrel, we are using this Wilkie W4 stub barrel. As you can see here, this is going to provide damage range, bullet penetration, and bullet velocity. Now, the bullet penetration is nice, but what we really like here is the damage range and the bullet velocity. The damage range is obviously going to make this gun better at range. The bullet velocity is going to allow you to get these kills quicker. Now, the optic is kind of odd because it does help in some regards. We are using the ZF4 3.5 times rifle scope. Yes, it's cool that it has a magnification. Yes, it's cool that it has a compact scope, but you're not using them because we are going to be running these akimbo. What we are getting here is the accuracy and recoil control added. That's going to help us out a lot running these double and dual wielded. You can fool around with some other scopes, but this is what I use, and it's also what I enjoy, so I use this. Moving on to the trigger, we are using this hair trigger. As you can see here, it's going to provide the fire rate, which is phenomenal. We want to be able to use these as quickly as possible, and then these other two are absolutely spectacular as well. You have some hip fire accuracy and some sprint to fire speed. Obviously, the hip fire accuracy is perfect because we aren't going to be ADSing with these. We are only going to be hip firing with these. The sprint to fire speed is so underrated too. We need more of this on most of our weapons. Being able to engage in the fight as quickly as possible is such an advantage. Having this sprint to fire speed increase is very, very good. This is the perfect trigger that you need, the hair trigger. Make sure you put it on. For the magazine, we are rocking this 30 Russian short. As you can see, it's going to provide bullet velocity and range, both huge, both perfect for this build. Bullet penetration and then damage is the best thing that we're getting here, guys. It does give it a good chunk of damage and a good chunk of range. Yes, we are losing a bit of accuracy and control and just a tad bit of mobility. That's completely fine. The trade-off for the damage and the bullet velocity and range is well worth it. Make sure you have on this 30 Russian short. This is what's going to make this build. For our ammo type, we are rocking the M15 shot shell. You can see here that is going to add damage radius, so you go from having those little weird cross looking crosshairs to having a circular crosshair with this ammo type. This is going to give a very familiar looking shotgun type crosshair. The damage radius is going to be increased tremendously, and this is the single best attachment that's going to help this build become very nasty. Make sure you have on the M15 shot shell, super important. For our rear grip, we are rocking this fabric grip. Gonna have some ADS speed increase. We don't need that. We're going to be rocking akimbo, so it's useless here, but we are getting some sprint to fire speed again, like I said, huge in hip fire accuracy. These last two are so very important for this build. It's going to really make this build nasty and very, very good. The hip fire accuracy is very much needed, and added sprint to fire speed is going to help you out so much. You're not even going to know what to do without it. For the perk one, obviously we are rocking akimbo. I wouldn't really put on anything else but akimbo. Being able to rock two of these at one time is such an advantage. Make sure you have on the akimbo for your perk one. For our perk two, you can use whatever you like, but the quick is definitely the best one here in my opinion. The quick is going to add sprint speed, and you're going to want that, being able to run and gun with these akimbo dual wielded top breaks. You want to be as fast as possible. You want to be able to close in distance, get behind people, get in front of people. The quick is the perfect perk for your second perk slot. Now YouTube, that's going to do it for the top break akimbo build. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you slay out your lobbies with it. It's going to help you out a ton. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate it, guys. YouTube, thank y'all so very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and a comment. I'd love to get back to you and show you my appreciation. But that's going to do it for today's video. Until the next time, peace.